what's good? So this is an update video on the WRX wheel bearings, differential, all that kind of good stuff. So first off, at the end of this video, I am going to have the OEM wheel bearings. I'm going to show you how bad they were. And I'm going to show you what my buddy had to weld up to get the lovely drain plug off for the differential. I don't know what the hell what they torqued it down to or what they did, but they impact the shit out of that drain plug with the magnet. There was no chunks at all. Got a cop here. Hold on. I want him to think I'm doing something. There was no chunks at all on the magnet. Actually, there was nothing on the magnet. We still did the differential fluid anyways because I had the new drain and the new fill bolt. The fill bolt didn't need to be done, but I already had it anyways, and because it was so tight to begin with, just in case we stripped it. But as you can hear, the humming is gone. The only thing I have, which is funny, because this shows you how loud my car was. So the front right tire has a clicking, like a clunking noise when you go over certain bumps. I kind of remember hearing it, but not so much. My buddy says it could be a bushing or the sway bar link or something like that. It's not the strut. It sounds like a strut bouncing. It's not the strut. We bounced it up and down. I'm gonna worry about it later. This took us from 9 o'clock to about 1 o'clock to do all that. But that was because we had to go rent the tool that kind of mounts onto the hub that drills in to pop the nut out. The axle bolt, or axle nut, excuse me, would not come out of the passenger, the driver's side. It was extremely tight. So that broke that free. You had to go rent that. The passenger side came out really easy. So if you guys do your wheel bearings at all, you may have to rent a tool from Advanced Auto Parts or AutoZone, and it's basically fits over the hub, and you tighten it down with the bolts, and then you just kind of impact it and it pushes it out. So, and that's just to break it free. The rotors were fine, the brakes were fine. I didn't end up replacing the brakes. You know, people may ask, I did all that, why didn't I just go get them? Didn't need them. I don't know if they've ever been replaced. I don't know if the dealership did them at 40,000 miles. I know they did my front ones. They could have did my rear brakes. I don't think they did. But yeah, the cars, since 2017, I've had them. But there was so much left on the rear brakes. I think you used 30% of them, I think, 40%. And I really think it's really when you use your e-brake anyways, but it didn't do any, it didn't make sense to go buy brakes. The front brakes are what I will replace soon. But that clunking noise over there, it's not an axle, something like that. I think it's just a sway bar link, or it's a bushing. But the humming noise is gone, as you can tell. Let it coast. Nothing. Yeah, so I'll keep you guys informed. So the oil was just changed. I changed the oil 2 weeks ago. The rear diff was fine. Like I said, no chunks on that at all. Just a couple little pieces of glitter. And they said you use like 1.5 quarts to fill that up. I went through 1 quart, guys. And we put it back down. We actually had it leveled, and then we've had it tilted to the back for everything to come out, and we filled the shit out of the rear diff, and where it would, you know, overfill back out, knowing that we were done. And it did not take the 1.5 quarts like they claim at the dealership. So they sold me that extra quart for no reason. So that quart will go for the front, but I got to buy that certain tool to unlock that drain plug up there. I don't have that. So the front won't be too bad. The front, I think I can do that I think I can do that myself. But you know, I'll let you guys hear one more time that there's no humming, and then I'll pause the video, and then at the very end I'll show you the little contraption my buddy made for the to get the differential plug out. And I don't weld, so I'm sure glad he did that. There's a little bit of like a smoke haze on the differential. I'm not really worried about it. He had to do what he had to do to get that off. And he saved me a shitload of money, because I'm quite sure each side would have been, I mean, the bearings were $250 for both of them. If I would have went to the dealership for labor, I think they probably would have charged me $500, $600 per side. But yeah, the car is completely quiet now. Now the tires that were on the rear are on the front now, so I may be hearing, and they are pretty low with tread, so I may be hearing a lot of road noise with that too. Here comes a WRX right here. I don't think you guys got to see it, but nice white one. So yeah, we're all up to date. Just gotta do my cabin filter. The cabin filter was done last year, and I don't smoke, so that was changed last year. The oil was changed a couple weeks ago. I'll do the front transmission fluid next week, next Sunday. No, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. I'll grab an air filter. I think the last time I did air filter was about a year ago. Nothing left. But you can hear that kind of like clunking. And it's only when you go over really shitty road bumps. But like I said, we didn't touch anything with the front. Nothing. So, well, I'll look into it. I'll give it another couple weeks, and I'll look at the bushings, and we'll go from there. I'm going to pause this video and show you guys this bearing. All right, guys, so here's the extra quart did not use. It'll go for the front. I need to get 2 more quarts of the front. Like I said, it was just dripping out. Here is what my buddy had to make. I'll let you see this. This is how we got the plug out. Look at that shit. So it was an old socket you had to weld in there. So yeah, that's how we got that out. And that's why I had to buy another one. And that's why I didn't want to do this last time. I mean, we could have got it out and put it back in, but I didn't want to take that chance. The other one's in there somewhere. Here's the other one, the fill. Nothing wrong with it. Just a little dent. It wanted to get through it. But the hubs are on there, and they all came with new bolts. This is going to be kind of hard to let you guys hear. Sorry, guys, not going to be the best view. So, listen. Not supposed to sound like that. Let me get the other one, because I'm not sure which one's worse. Fuck. Sorry, guys. My hands are disgusting, so I'm trying. Here's the other one. So, pretty much, the passenger side was worse. Or, excuse me, the driver's side. This is the driver's side. But they both were screwed up. So, yep. But we're good now. Make sure we got no leaks here under the car, which I don't think we do. I don't know what the hell that clunking is though. Yep, we're good. Both brand new bolts. Yeah, I don't know what that. It's a clunking over here, but I think it's. My wheel's kind of turned right now. I can't see it. Hold on. It's not the best view, guys. I think it's a bushing. I'll look into it and let you know. Peace.